Hi everyone, I'm Jenna, and today I'm going to share with you how I did for the week of the reading rush, which was formerly known as the Booktube-a-thon. And for this video, I'm going to be casually telling you guys how I did for that read-a-thon and what I read each day, how many pages I read, and if I was able to finish a challenge that day or not. And then we'll wrap it up at the end, seeing how many books I read, how many challenges I completed, and all that fun stuff. So, as you may already know, I did not do a vlog for this read-a-thon, and that's because I had to work for the majority of the week, and when I got home, I just didn't feel like filming anything because I felt like that would take away from the little time that I had to read. So I just decided to not do that and just come here and casually tell you guys how I did for the week. So hopefully you'll enjoy this video. So yeah, let's just jump right into this. So for day 1, which was Monday the 20th, I was at my boyfriend's house and I didn't know that it was the first day of the reading rush on that Monday, because I think I was at his place and I didn't have to work that day, so we kind of spent most of the day together waiting for my car to be fixed, because on the previous Friday I had my car inspected and they found a little problem with it, and so we needed a part, and that part wasn't going to come in until Monday. So we decided that since I was spending time with my boyfriend and we normally just use his truck, that I didn't need my car, so we decided to leave it there so they could work on it as soon as they got the part. And so I was with him and just spent the day with him and just totally forgot that it was a read-a-thon until we got the car, and then I was on my way to my dentist appointment, and then it just all of a sudden popped in my head that Monday was the 20th, and I was like, oh boy, I didn't read anything yet, but I still had most of the day. So after my dentist appointment, I went home, I had dinner with my dad, and then I settled down into reading my first book, and that book is Mickey Falls Book 2, called Summer by Mark Cirilli. And this one I managed to complete that day. And this one is one where I needed to read a book that's set in a different continent, and this one I believe is set in Japan. It doesn't explicitly say that, but there are all these signs that kind of point that way. So I chose it for that, and since I finished that day, I completed my first challenge and my first book, and I managed to read 169 pages, which I think is really, really awesome. Now on to day 2, where I decided to listen to my second book while on my way to work, and that book that I listened to is Scythe by Neil Shusterman. And this book goes towards completing 2 challenges. The first challenge is to read a book where the cover matches your birthstone. And since I was born in July, where the birthstone is a ruby, I had to pick a book that had a mostly red cover, and this fits that. Also, I decided to use this one for the reading challenge where you need to read the first book that you touch. And for this, I decided to go with the book that I first touched while making my TBR for this read-a-thon, and this one was the one that I first touched, so it goes for that. And on the first day, I managed to read a ton of this book, or rather listen to a ton, and listened to 145 pages. Then on day 3, I listened to 185 pages more of Scythe. And then on day 4, I managed to complete this book. and read the last 104 pages. So that means I finished my second book for the reading rush and have now completed 3 challenges. So I'm really happy about that. And then, since I timed it over on day 4, I decided to start another book, and that book is Once Upon a Time Tale Reawakened. And this book goes towards a challenge where I need to read a book that I saw the movie for first. And this book is based off the Once Upon a Time TV show. And I've seen most of it. And I decided that I wanted to read this because this was on my shelf for a while. And on day 4, I managed to read 22 pages of this. So, if we combine the 20 pages I read of this with the 104 pages of Scythe, we get a grand total for day 4 of 126 pages read. So then on day 5, I decided not to continue on with Once Upon a Time Tale Reawakened. I decided that I wanted to listen to a book on my way to work, and I picked up William Shakespeare's The Jedi Doth Return by Ian Dozier, and this is the 6th Star Wars book, which follows the 6th Star Wars movie. And this one goes towards a reading challenge where I need to read a book entirely outside. Now, I may have fudged this one just a little bit because I didn't read this entirely outside. I actually listened to a little bit of this while I was in my car, but I think that still counts. And for day 5, I managed to read Act 1 and Act 2, which consists of 70 pages. And then on day 7, I managed to finish William Shakespeare The Jedi Doth Return by reading the last 39 pages, which all the 39 pages for in Act 5, the last act. And gotta say that I really enjoyed this book, just like I did the first 2. It's funny, it's great, and can't wait to continue on and read the other ones. So if you like Star Wars and William Shakespeare, this combination just really works and it's great and I love it. I recommend you guys check it out. So let's just recap how I did. So for the total of books that I read 3 books out of the 5 books that I wanted to complete. And then I managed to complete 4 challenges out of the 7 challenges. And then I managed to read 777 pages out of the 3 books that I completed. But if you add the 22 pages of the Once Upon a Time Tale Reawakened, which I just started, that would be 22 pages. Add that to the 777 pages, we get a total of 799 total number of pages read for the week. And I have to say that that's not bad considering that I had to work every single day pretty much that week and didn't have much of a lot of time to devote to reading. So I'm really happy with what I did. If you guys participated in the reading rush, I would love to know how you did in the comments below. Please tell me how many books you read, how many challenges you completed, and if you know, how many pages you've read, because I just find that fascinating and I would love to see how other people did during that week. Alright, so that was all this video for today. I really hope you liked it, and I'll see you soon for a new one. Bye!